So apparently Gen Z is aging like milk. Like not me though. I'm 20 years old and I don't look like I'm 30. I look like I could still be, you know what I'm saying, a freshman in high school. Y'all be safe though. But you know what I'm saying? With that, let's get on with the video. Make sure you subscribe. We about to hit 1,000 subscribers. We can start making some money. So subscribe and comment what videos you guys want to see next. With that, man, let's get into this video by Maury. Gen Z is aging like milk.
I am aging like milk, bro. This content creator, she's 25. Her entire comment section is just people saying that her skin looks horrible and she looks old. I'm scrolling through her page as I'm sitting down here, and then like my eyes shift focus to my reflection, which is actually what I'm looking at right now, my reflection in my phone case, and I see how I look right
25,
now.
25 if I had to guess?
She thinks she looks bad. Oh my gosh, I'm 23 and I look like I could be this lady's father.
Yikes. I'm not gonna lie, and I want to be as respectful as possible, but this guy right here definitely looks 10 to 15 years older than what he actually looks like. 23 is what he says he is. And I'm not entirely sure what's going on with his voice. I'm just gonna assume that's like a TikTok, Instagram voice filter or whatever, but Jesus, good God, what is going on? This man looks like he could definitely be 35, pushing 40 maybe. And I can honestly say, when I was 23, I looked nowhere near like this. And considering the fact in the image that we see right here on the screen that all these people are literally Gen Zers, they're all in their early to mid 20s. It's just scary action.
She's not in her. Stop it. Stop it. She's not no damn.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on, if there's something in the air, in the water, in the food, or all three. Or
it might be sleep. If I genuinely had to guess, I would genuinely say sleep. That's the probably reason why Gen Z is aging like milk, is because we quite literally are always up on our phones. We don't get any sleep. All we do is eat bullshit. Like, it's definitely a mixture of those three things, and just the stress because the government shutting down, economy sucks, COVID, you know, the big three that just keeps Gen Z in a chokehold.
All three of the above, but this is getting bad.
Do you want to hear their ages just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay, so Samantha is 26.
Oh.
And Nicole is 24.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
Harriet is 24.
She's not 24.
Oh my God.
She's 40.
And Jess is
30.
25.
Wow.
Honestly, the fact that a professional surgeon is that in shock at what he just saw speaks volumes.
What's going on? Also, new addition. What's up with these guys? These little hooks on the end of my ears, these little elf ears. People always used to say that I had elf ears in elementary school. Not because of these. These are new. It's like they're coming to fruition because of things spoken about me in past times. What's going on here? Anyway, wow, I'm 23 and I look like I have gray hair. Just in this light, but
maybe it's just the angle too. That was a weird place to put an ad. Yeah, I don't know, bro. He doesn't look that bad. I think he's dragging it a little bit. He doesn't look.
Yeah, so some advice 40 for this guy. Definitely grow out your hair. The short hair is definitely contributing to the fact that you're already blonde and the sun is piercing your scalp, which is making it look so transparent and making you look like you're balder than you actually are. Also, possibly maybe gain some weight, get a nice skincare routine to, you know, help with the fine lines and wrinkles. Guys, also wear sunscreen. I know there's this new trend, this new fad where people want to sun gaze and they want to be in the sun for hours a day with a UV index of 9+, but just realize that that is aging you rapidly. That is destroying your skin cells. That is potentially contributing to potential skin cancer. Like, yeah, sure, cool. The sun is good for you, you know, depending on the pigmentation of your skin, an hour or two per day over the course of the day of sunlight is perfectly fine, but just staying for hours on end in the sun will definitely do more harm than good. Somebody in the comment section though said, I feel so bad. I first thought, and I quote, no, you look great, not old at all, until you said you were 23. I don't even want to say what I thought. Yikes.
Well, do you not realize how old y'all motherfuckers over like 30 look?
So I'm almost 40. I'm almost 40 years old. But who cares how old we look? Like, why are we arguing?
He doesn't
about
look
this?
almost 40.
Why can't we all just get along, have a good time? Because there are way worse things that we could all be pissed off about.
Agreed, but blame it on Gen Zers or the younger part of Gen Z, because they will literally, as soon as you turn 21, 22, 23, call you unk. Literally, there's this new trend with the younger part of Gen Z calling people in their 20s unk, and not because, you know, they may have a sibling or a sister or brother who had a child, right? That type of uncle, right? Technically speaking, you're an uncle if one of your siblings have a baby. You could be an uncle at 12 or 13 years old. I was an uncle at 10. But no, they're actually using this term unk, which is shortened for uncle, as a slur to basically basically call you old. And honestly, this already tells me that when Gen Z all reach their 30s and 40s, there's going to be a hell of a lot of midlife crises out here because apparently these people are afraid of aging.
I feel like ageism, yeah, with this whole ageism thing too. We reacted to a video the other day. It's kind of like, bro, people can't enjoy their lives either because they think they're too old to have fun. It's like you're 22 talking about I'm cooked in life and I can't go out to the club because I need to grind. You're 22, bro. Like before bills, responsibilities, and kids and all that. Like, please go have some fun, bro. You're not too old to have fun, G.
Like I'm the only Gen Z who knows like how bizarre y'all are when it comes to age. Like y'all are really weird about it. Like you really got 23-year-olds acting like a 28-year-old is old. And they'd be like, oh my God, you look so young.
You're fucking 28.
They're 28. Am I missing something? Like what's wrong with my generation? Like it is genuinely scaring me. Like even 18-year-olds to 20-year-olds, you guys act like they're fucking old. What is going on?
I think there's a lot of immaturity and arrested development going on for Gen Z because like we're the generation where, especially if you were born after 2005, where you literally grew up with technology. You're iPad kids, right? You grew up with a fucking social media device at the tip of your fingers, and you grew up in a very superficial, shallow world where everything's like fast fashion, materialistic, focused on your looks. And you grew up in a society where nobody prepared you to grow up or become an adult. In fact, we live in a society where people want to infantilize grown adults, 18, 19, 20, 21, calling them kids and children. Like, excuse me, by the time you're 16, you should be well on your way to be preparing for college or getting your first job, being on the road, driving, preparing yourself as a young man or young lady for adulthood. That is the age when you're, I mean, let's be honest here. If you murder someone, you're going to jail, adult jail, prison. You're cooked. Also, believe it or not, whether you think it's good or bad, that would typically be the age range for a lot of World War II vets who were sent off to fight for this country. The founding fathers were like in their early 20s, 20, 21, 22, 23, the people who founded this country. But the fact that now we live in a day and age where everybody's being infantilized and treated like genuine kids is probably contributing to the reason for why Gen Z is so weird about age and don't want to grow up and are afraid of getting older.
What is going on? Like, why are you calling people in their 20s unks? Am I going crazy? Y'all are weird. Y'all are very, very weird when it comes to age.
I think this bothered this guy.
Like, honestly,
a lot,
like, do you like is it like the mid ages? Like, is it medieval times? Are you guys really gonna die in your 30s? Y'all realize we live up to 100, right?
I'll say this. People think everything is old until they actually get to that age and realize, holy shit, I'm actually still trying to figure my life out. You know, a lot of people are in their mid-30s and still don't know what the hell they're doing with their own lives. I will say, though, although this may not technically be a word, this type of cringe-ass ageism needs to stop. Let's be honest. All right? Calling somebody in their mid-20s, especially in Gen Z, somebody in their 20s unk because you think they're old, it's just like actually retarded. Back in the day, unk was reserved for people who were 40 years old and above. Let's be honest here. People 40s, 50s, that's who we called unk, OG. Right. So if you're out here unironically, aside from the memes, calling someone unk or OG and that person is in their 20s, then you need to seek help. And honestly, again, maybe part of the reason for why Gen Z is calling other Gen Zers unk is because a lot of Gen Zers are just aging horribly.
Can you explain to me why this generation of 30 to 40-year-olds look like they're in their 20s, but the 20-year-olds look like they're in their 40s? Is everyone going to be okay?
You are of a generation.
Is this me? Now I'm scared. Do I look like a 40-year-old? Hold up. Do I look like a 40-year-old? Now I'm scared that I might look like a 40-year-old, bro. I don't think I look like a 40-year-old though. I don't think so. I think I'm not cooked.
That is watching the UV index like it's the stock market. Y'all are gonna get burned. When you pair that with the misinformation that sunscreen causes cancer, it take a genius to figure out that you're going to age faster. UV exposure is undeniably one of the highest risks for premature aging. If you need further proof, look at this twin study. This twin, tanning. This twin, sun protection. Next theory is the vaping epidemic. Millennials are the generation between cigarettes and vaping. We didn't put any of that into our body because smoking is absolutely going to age you like milk. It breaks down collagen, it breaks down elastin, gives you smoker's lines, makes you look 10 times older.
But you know what's weird about that too? I don't know, like I went to New York and stayed at a hostel and I met a lot of foreigners. Maybe it's the quality of what you're putting in your body as well. because I've heard European products and everything over there is just higher quality of life in general. All of them smoked, drank, and they all looked like they were like our age, like 20, but them guys was like 25, 30 up. It's so weird. So I think it's also just maybe the cheap products that Americans use.
Do you believe me if I told you these people were in their 20s? More and
There's
more
no
people
way,
are
bro.
starting to get Botox and filler at a younger age. And not only can that make us look weird, but it can also age us significantly. Whether or not millennials look younger and Gen Z looks older, I don't really know. But the key message here is wear your freaking SPF, don't touch vaping or smoking with a 10-foot pole. Go easy on the Botox and filler.
So ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the dermatologist herself, or I think she's a cosmetic whatever, someone who does like chemical peels and whatnot. You heard it from her. All right. Not wearing your SPF, vaping, which I heard recently that vaping can be more dangerous than smoking, not because of the particular ingredients, but because it's more easily accessible and you do it more because, you know, the smell, it vaporizes, it quickly dissipates.
Right.
And apparently the usage is so intense within younger populations with the amount of vape that people vape that it's becoming as worse, or if not more worse than actual cigarettes.
What the hell is that fit, bro? I haven't seen a fit. Wait, I have not seen a fit like this in a very long time, bro. The hat with and then the vape, that is so 2010s code.
Which is kind of crazy to think about. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a strange psychological phenomena. I think it's multifaceted. I think with the rapid infantilization that Gen Z had to go through, the arrested development, the shitty diets, the shitty foods, the shitty water supply, all the toxins and chemicals we put in our bodies, the lack of movement, the social media addiction, the sleep deprivation, again, the food supply being tainted with apparently over 8 to 10,000 chemicals in our food supply, whereas Europe has like less than 2,000. Yeah. And then on top of that, certain health gurus on YouTube telling people like to go outside without any sun protection because that's the masculine and manly thing to do. Listen, I fell for that trap a couple years ago, and boy, I tell you, by the end of the summer, the back of my neck was literally like peeling, like from sun damage. It was actually cracked. Legitimately, the skin on the back of my neck was cracked and peeling from the amount of sun damage it had. It was terrible. I never experienced anything like that a day in my
Good video by Maury. Basically, more of the story is take care of your body because God gave you that body. Don't disrespect the body God gave you. Take care of that mug. Lotion it, massage it, rub it down. Do what you got to do to it. But, you know, great video by Maury. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe.